What is up, gang? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro. And today we must do a market update and look at the charts. I have officially made it through the KYC process. So it probably is close to the time that I would be able to cash out if I had the gems available to do so. Will I be cashing out? No time soon. I'm still in the stacking phase. I will not be selling anything, but that's for another video. Today we are going to focus on the direction of the market, and we're going to break down these charts. So let's just run through the entire 22 pages, and I'm going to pull out right here on my NFT tracker the items that I think are giving us the best idea of what's going on in the market. And then we're going to see a little bit of evidence that supports the fact that we had a whale manipulation pump a week ago. Or was it 2 weeks ago? I can't remember. All right. That being said, let me get rid of my handsome face. And we are going to focus specifically on the charts. Now, today we had a drop. Did I participate? No, I did not. And the reason why is because of the prices that we see. I figured on this one it wasn't worth risking $60 to get this secret rare. I got super lucky on the last couple of drops where I got the secret rare of the Deadpool Mighties, and I also got the secret rare on the Thor Mighties. Now, I don't think that the odds are with me of getting 3 secret rares in a row. So I let this one go. And we can see that the rares are at 1875. And then the ultra rares are sitting at about $40 and the secret rare at 182. So I'll let those come down and then we'll come back and pick up a few. All right, Pride 2 is down to 204 gems. That is interesting to see a price dip down. We were above 300, and then after the fiasco with the 2 versions that were out there and the high res losing out, we're seeing the price drop. Now let's just jump into table view, and we're going to quickly scroll through until we get to items that I think are worthy of talking about. The heart and the flag. I bought the flag on the drop thinking it would never go below retail, and I was wrong. $50 and $38 current price. I should have got the heart, but it's also below retail, so I may wait a while and pick that up. So the Thor Mighties are kind of hanging in there, but everything is slipping down. The Thor and Love Thunder poster. I'm going to bring up this chart just so we can look at the bounce. There's not too much price history on this, but this one is just good to look at, to understand at what risk you are of FOMOing and buying because you see something running. We see that the price was at 184 and then it jumped up to 214, and then you had some poor souls that bought in at 350. It took a dip and then we had more people suckered in up here at 300. Current price just above 100, and it looks like it is settling down, making a nice little bowl shape here, but I think it's got further to drop. All right, let's jump back up here and turn on the table mode and keep moving on. I'll try not to make this a super long video. We've got all of the artwork from the Star Wars Father's Day series dipping down in price. Let's keep on scrolling now. The blue, we've got the ultra rare. That is worth mentioning here, is down to 79. There's your all-time low. Now, remember on that last video, I told you as a part of the method for flipping for profit is you look for these circumstances where you have the all-time low. And the way that you will know if this is a good point to get it is looking at the gap above the lowest price. If we see 79 and then you see a gap to 89 and then it's 90 and 91 and it's very tight, you know that that 79 is a steal. If it says 79 and there's 5 of them listed and then it goes to 80, then 81, 82, you know that the price is going to slip further down. That's just a little tidbit of advice for you as you're looking for items that you want to flip. Okay, let's just keep on going. The ultra rare on the T-Rex is now below my entry price of $191 and dropping All right, let's zip to page 3, and we're going to get into some of the good stuff. Here is the Dark Lord of the Sith, Beware of the Dark Side, and the Emperor's Fist, all pretty much holding strong. Now, if we look at the ultra rare, and I think the reason is this is just going to be one of the all-time classics. This is a grail, okay? And I don't see this coming back down too much. We'll probably hover around here at this 2,000 point and maybe go higher. That's just my opinion, but we don't have enough price history to say that that is a definite. Don't take my word for that, and that is not financial advice. Looking at the common, which is the first one that I want to get after my ultra rare to add to it. I want all 3 of these. And I'm going to wait and see what happens, because I think this common is going to come down, because we see the artificial whale pump. Then we corrected. We had some FOMO. We came down and another pump up. Once it comes back down towards 120 or lower, I'll probably pick it up. Okay, moving right along. Let's scroll on down and find the next significant items that we can discuss. Now, without looking at the charts, we see that the lightsabers are coming down. Yoda's back below 20. Skywalker is now back below 30, along with Kylo Ren. And this is odd that we see the Skywalker dipping down below the price of the Kylo Ren, which is my favorite. I think I've got 3 of each of these and a couple Yodas. I have a Mace Windu. It's now down to 35. I bought in at 32. I don't have the Ultra or the Secret Rare, but 109, we're probably going to be dipping back down to an all-time low price, low market price. All right, I need to pick up this Deadpool Ultra Rare for 38 in order to complete that set, but I'm waiting because all of these are dipping down in price. Moving right along, we see Thor trickling back down to pre-whale pump prices, with the common at $15.99, uncommon at $12.50. Let's just keep it moving here. All right, Superman versus the Flash down to 60, and I'm looking for it to go lower. It is now at 50% off. It's a half off sale, folks. I bought mine on the drop, which was not a smart move. And if we can get down to 50 or less, I'll get a second one to dollar cost average. Look at Contemplating Venice at $245 and Create Expectations at $155, dropping down. I have Agamotto, the closed one I'm stacking. I have about a dozen. It's at $695. It looks like it's going to be staying below $7 for the time being. All of the Disney villains dropping down in price, with the ultra rare only 30 gems. So this is a pretty easy set that you want to pick up. I'll probably get the Jafar and complete that set for Master Collector points. And moving right on, Coca-Cola Starlight Can. I've been stacking these. It's down to 7 gems. Starlight Orb, I'm stacking down to about 8 gems. The Coca-Cola Creations Footprint had jumped all the way up to like $18.99 during the whale pump, and it tried to stay up there, and now it's back down to $8.99. The Space Can I bought at 65, so it's at 70 and holding strong, looking pretty good. I don't expect it to stay there. Now, on the new series, we're floating all the way back down. $22.50 on Jim Lee is pretty surprising. And the Doug Monkey at $25. Kenneth Rockefort coming in at $27 is a very good price. All right, let's see here. Ultra Rare is down to $88. Kit is now back into the 50s. And look at the Band Leader Mickey items. We're down to $14.20 and dropping on the common. Wow. And the uncommon at 19, now below 20. And the finale, the ultra rare at $112. What a good deal. Or maybe not, because it could drop further. All of our Series 1 of the new, what do you call these cards? I can't even remember what they're called. But whatever the case, I've got a couple of them, and prices are dropping well below what I bought into. So we'll have to wait and see if they settle down and find a nice little bottom point, and I might pick up another. Now, the famous Electra set that everybody has been making fun of, I've stacked this one to the brim. And we're looking at below $7 on the common, and now the uncommon is at $5.98. I actually like the uncommon, and I can see this moving up, and so I've picked up, 6 of them, and I might grab a couple more. Secret rare is $79.99. If we can go below 70, I'm going to grab a second one. I got my first one at 200 gems. Ridiculous. All the golden moments slipping down in price, but holding. Cogsworth and Lumiere back down to 63.69 where we were before the artificial whale pump. There's Chip and Dale. I'd like to pick that up. I don't have it yet. 142.99. I think my strike price is at about 120 gems. Woody, I'm about to say hey to you. Howdy, hey, Woody. 76.50 and dropping. Lightning McQueen was at 35. I think I might pick up a second one. My first one was at 110, so it's time to DCA. The house, 33.50. That's going to be headed towards an all-time low, so keep your eyes on that. And the ultra rare at 36, and it was just at 80 or 90 during the whale pump. Now, remember what I said before. When you see items more than double during an artificial whale pump, those are the ones that you could probably pick up and profit from and do a quick flip because they're going to abuse those same items again. Here's another one. There you go. Merry Christmas. All-time low. Black Panther at 16 gems. I think it's time for me to pick up another one. My first one was at 24 gems, so that's not a bad price for the uncommon. Let's keep it on moving. And let's see here. What else is significant? Donald and Daisy headed towards 200. Lady and the Tramp at 114. Look at Wonder Woman. I'm stacking this. I've got 7. We're down to 21 gems. I might have to pick up another one at 20. It's hard to resist. And Harley Quinn, CoverGirl Series 2, all-time low, 52 gems. I might have to grab it. Now, the Batgirl, I've already stacked up quite a few. Supergirl headed back down to 40 gems. Let's just pull up the chart on Supergirl so we can see how it compares to everything else. I'm just going to go straight to the all-time chart. And as we can see here, we are still in a distribution phase. Blow off top right here. The whipsaw effect right there. And then settling down. We thought this was a settling period, but we took another shelf dive down. Then we took another dive, came right back up. And here's the artificial whale pump, and it looks like we're still headed in the negative direction. So we could be sub 40 in price. Now, I think that once it starts to completely go flat, I'll probably pick up my 5th. I have 4 of these at the moment. Okay, let's go right back and jump up to the top and get our table view and go to the next. Okay, what do we have next here? I'm going to zip through these. There's our Green Goblin down to 150 and moving, and the lenticulars are taking a nice nosedive in price. Minnie Mouse at 55, Mickey Mouse for 61, and look at Donald Duck. We've got it, another all-time low right there. Here we have it. And an amazing low price of 79 gems. That's ridiculous, guys. And then look at Daisy Duck down here. Not at an all-time low yet, but 50 gems, I believe, is close to it, if anything. So I've got a Daisy Duck. I have a Minnie Mouse. I'm looking to snag Mickey Mouse, and I'm looking to snag Donald Duck next. And so I probably shouldn't wait too long because I'm thinking that I might miss the boat if I wait more than, say, a month or so. Killer Croc down to 93. I did see it at 85 gems, and I did not pick it up. I should have snagged it because there was a gap between the bottom price and the next higher price. Invisible Woman. Look at the uncommon at 7 gems. The common is at 789, and the secret rare that I always watch sitting at 219. And this week, I missed a chance to grab one at 200 gems. And I should have known because the one that was at 200 gems had a gap above it of 30 gems. The next higher one was at 230. But maybe we'll get a chance for it to float back down, and I'll be able to snag another one. Let's see, what else do we have here on this page? I don't want to bring any of these up again, so I'm going to pull up the secret rare chart just so we can see where we are in the grand scheme of things, because this is a good indicator. Now, here is our big nosedive, and here is the distribution phase, and it looks like we're flattening out. Low price, what was the low here at this point? Is that really 213? Okay. Yeah. So 219, we're looking pretty good. I think 200 is probably the lowest price that we have seen yet. So if we're going to dip down to that again, I'm going to have to go ahead and snag it, but we might not be done with the distribution phase, even though we're close enough, and that makes me feel good. I don't think I'll lose too much. I won't be leaving too many gems on the table buying something that is in the flattening out stage of the chart. Jaunty Jig coming on down, 86 gems. Now, all of the snow globes have been sitting flat. We've got 28 on the polar bear. I did grab one at 28. I bought back my neon sign at 28 that I sold for 179 gems several months ago. And then we've got the Valdos case down at 17 gems. I think that's going to be a steal for future prices. All of your Deadpool looking great with the common at 2069. I'm still holding one, and I might have to go ahead and pick up an uncommon that I sold for around 80 gems. It's at 1695. I might have to grab it back. Look at the Lions United, 1449 on the common. That is just ridiculous. I think I have 6 commons. I might have to add another, because if we look at the price here, let's just look at the all-time chart. We're taking a nosedive right now. Okay, I don't think I've bought below 18 gems. And so it looks like if this momentum continues, if it goes below 14, 13, I might have to add a couple to the stack, because there's not much damage left to be done when we had a peak price at 160 on the common. Now, the next time that we have a parabolic pump, I'm pretty sure I'll be okay, even if I buy one today. Let's get this table view back again and scrolling on down. Supergirl at 21 gems. I'm stacking this one because it is the DC Artist Alley. I like the Supergirl style, or the DC Artist Alley style. I like the style of all of these items. So I've been picking these up. I only have 2 Wonder Woman left. It's down to 129, and I'd like to buy one back if we can get below 100 gems. Hawk Girl dipping down. I've got this complete set, by the way. We're down to 53. I had gotten the Hawk Girl on the drop, along with, I think, one Wonder Woman, and then I bought a couple on the market. All right, let's clear that out and keep it moving right along to the next page. I might have to break this video up into 2 pieces, because we are already at 17 minutes and we are not even ready to plow through the rest of the important items that we are seeing. So let's just jump forward to some of the biggies. I want to see if I can get to the Golden Moments Classics and see what, there it is, the partner statue down to 7777 and 77 cents. Let's look at the all-time chart and see where we are. Now, we had this low point here before the whale pump. There's our whale pump. And now we're at a shelf, which could be dropping. Now, we know that 62.98 was the bottom, and there are probably people that have had their KYC done, who have the cashing out ability turned on, that are taking profits. You just never know, because I have seen a few videos where some people are talking about things that they have bought in the real world, bills that they are paying off in the real world from being able to cash out, which is a great thing. But looking at R2D2 coming on down. Wow, 1,200 gems. We had a few people in our group that just joined the R2D2 club, and I think they bought in at approximately 1,350 gems. And we're looking like distribution is still going on overall. Here's our whale pump. And we did dip down to the amazing low price of 1,200 gems. And it could be dropping further. I'm thinking that we could be looking at 1,100 gems before it's all said and done. Now, all in all, what I'll say, and I can just end on this, is that everything is still slipping, and we are not at the point where we can call a change in the 4 phases of the market development, which is distribution, the one that we are in, accumulation, when things flatten out, consolidation, when we get a bump up in price and a lot more loading up, and then the crazy parabolic phase where everything shoots straight up, and we call that the markup phase. So we are still in distribution. Look at Mickey Sorcerer's hat down to 665. I want to pick up a Wally. I swore I'd get one at 200 gems, and it's now at 171. But with this slippage, I'm kind of being careful because I want to maximize my value, and I want to get one at the bottom price. It's hard to chase a bottom, but I've got enough items right now. I just surpassed the number 800 on my comics, and I'm not sure. Let me check the app and see where I'm at on collectibles. So 800 on the comics, and I think it's like 670 something on collectibles. Let's see here, 674. And by the way, for all of you people that like to put the little smart aleck comments about, I can't believe you spent all that money in there on them VeVe NFTs. Well, we have cash out, so your complaint that there's no way out of this has just gone out the window, even though I've already cashed out for over $13,000 worth since I started into this. But just kind of hang in there with me, and we'll see who has the last word. We'll see who the big dummy is going to be once we hit into that next parabolic phase. Next video coming up, I will tell you what I'm stacking and what the strategy is, how strategy 2.0 is slightly changing because of cash out. There's one thing I'm doing different since we have now gotten to the point of KYC. And everything else that I promised to bring to you is still coming. The what is this whole VeVe NFT collecting thing? That video is definitely coming your way. So stick with me. I will end this long video by asking you to like, comment, and subscribe to the Crypto Pro channel. I'm so glad to have you all here. Shout out to the gang in the Telegram group. We need to chop it up tonight and really talk about these prices and some strategy, and we'll see you very soon on the next video. This is Carlton, and I am out.